Northampton round 1 this weekend. What is going to be the biggest battle that you face on the pitch?
I think the biggest battle is us just getting out there and being ourselves and almost letting it all out and playing. I want to say playing without fear, but that's not quite right. It's playing without baggage, I suppose, is what I mean. And that's what we've got to do. We've had a good pre-season. We've had some really good parts of performances through the games we've had in pre-season, and I think it's just about letting ourselves flow and letting us find that kind of more strung together performance across the 80 minutes. I'm pretty certain it's in there. The lads, you can see them now, they're training with great energy. They're ready to go. They're excited about the game, but we've got to lay it on the field and we've got to start it, and we've got to grow through the 80 minutes. And those are the things you have to do as you grow as a team, and we certainly need to grow as a team.
Some key returns there in the pack and the back line. Henry Slade is still back, Manny Boso is back, Greg Fissler, Daffy Jenkins. How important will they be to this weekend's game?
Well, ultimately, as you move towards, when you're playing through the season, you want as many of your frontline players available as possible. We're getting closer to that now. Obviously, there's a couple of long-term injuries that they're always frustrating for every club, but every club have them. But we're getting there. It's great to see Stephen Varney get some proper game time under his belt and play as well as he did last week. That's there's a lot of positives coming through. We held things together under some pressure last week and saw a game off. The week before against Gloucester, we had that 10-minute wobble, which we're ironing things out as we go, and that's what we have to do. We have to keep an eye on moving forward, and that could, because as we keep an eye on moving forward, we keep taking steps forward, but you eventually get to where you want to go, and that's what we have to do this week in training and in our performance. It has to be a step on from where we've been so far, individually and more than anything else, collectively.
And is it a case of wiping the slate clean to start this week? Because we've had the Prem Cup, but this is the Premiership. It can be a different beast.
Oh, without doubt. I think every club will have used the Prem Cup slightly differently because of whatever happened last season. As an example, if you got to the final stages of the competition, you have a smaller pre-season, you probably lose the Prem Cup slightly differently. We kind of went out at the end of regular competition and we had to build up into the Prem Cup to build us into the start of the Premiership. So everyone's approached it slightly differently, so you have to kind of leave it behind. We've got the game time into everybody wanted to, but now, as I said, we have to go onto the field and we have to be excited about attacking the game, and that's what we have to do. We have to go there and attack the game and kind of not wait to see what Northampton do. If we become guilty of that, then we make it very hard for ourselves. But if we talk about ourselves and what we want to achieve in the game, that's how we give ourselves the best opportunity to do well in the game.